for Kicks and Giggles, another Thursday night edition. Women History Month, 5S Lounge. It's me, Unspeakable Crown Prince, holding down with royalty. Shock B and Jossie J, they're under the weather tonight. But we have another special a woman of women history hanging out with us. Do the honors, royalty.
We have with us tonight Tremisse from
Teen and Youth Alliance Coalition.
TIA.
TIAC.
TIA. I
Tayak.
knew I was going to mess it up. Didn't I tell you I was going to mess it up?
You're okay. It's something new. It's probably to you. So it's TIAC, and it's a Teen and Youth Coalition. I mean, Teen and Youth. Now you got me messing up.
See, we're in this together.
Yes, we are. So it's Teen and Youth Alliance Coalition. We're a 501c drug-free community.
Okay.
Representing the teens and the youth in the Glen Arden, Largo, and Landover area of PG County.
I gotta let them know if you ever been to Glen Arden, I know you had to go to Teresa Banks Memorial Pool. If you're not from Glenover, if you never went to Teresa Banks Pool on a school trip to learn how to swim,
Right across from the gold room.
So, what is your position there?
Well, I am the program coordinator.
Okay.
So what I do is I get things moving. I'm the boots on the ground. So, and I'm very aggressive with it a little bit.
I mean, you
Love it.
When you say boots on the ground, you out there doing all the leg
Yeah,
work.
I'm making sure things come together. So we do have a project manager that oversees everything, but I'm the one making the calls, just making sure things flow, making sure things connect, contacting new sector members, and I'll talk about that because that's part of having a 501c and a DFC, which is you'll hear me say that a lot, which is DFC is a drug-free community.
Okay.
And there's several of them. It's not just Teen and Youth Coalition Alliance. It's not just TIAC. We also group up with other 501c organizations that are drug-free just as well. That's what the DFC community, that's what DFC is. But there's other ones also that we team up with to make things come together. So there's other ones too that we actually team up with.
So when you say, do you see more and more young kids as far as
Yes.
as far as the drugs and
Yes.
stuff like that, with all the fentanyl type
Yes.
of stuff,
And that's one of the main things that we target is because as adults, it's legal for some of us to do certain things, but the main thing is that the youth is to catch them.
Yeah.
We're set in our ways, we know that.
Yeah.
But the teen and the youth don't really understand the effects of it. First of all, one of the things that we target is fentanyl, like you said.
Yeah.
Opiates.
The opioid crisis is crazy right
Definitely.
now
Yeah.
amongst children.
It's crazy, and it's so easy access to get to, more than what you may think. Also, marijuana, and also the effects. They think it's cool. I mean, it definitely has its medicinal effects, of course. But, I mean, when you're a teen and you're a youth and your brain is still developing, your brain doesn't fully develop till you're about 25, 30 years old.
By the time you burnt out.
Right. So that's one of the main things, their judgment. They're still learning themselves about critical thinking and things like that. And we know that they're, maturing and they're not there yet. So to add those type of substances, as well as alcohol and all that type of thing, it's going to slow that brain down very early.
I mean, I work in the middle school, and I see them, sixth graders, puffing on their way to school.
Yeah.
And it's real heavy in the school. I'm talking about I might get about 7 vapes a day.
Wow.
Yeah.
By the time when you go to Google them, you'd be surprised so many of them had THC in them. You know what I'm saying? And they sell them at the corner store.
Yep. And that's one of the things that we have also done in the past as well, as we actually asked community stores that are around in our community about, putting those things in the back, because they advertise it. And of course they do it with colors. That's how they get people, especially children, colors, red, green, and they have all these different color vapes. And that's one of the biggest things too, is vapes is very dangerous because they're actually worse than actually smoking marijuana itself. The chemicals that to make that vape itself, it's dangerous in itself. And they're doing that. So
and these kids are buying $40.
yeah.
I'm like, where you get $40 from?
I mean, the parents. I mean, and some teens, you got to understand they work. Some of them have part-time jobs, and it's it's easy access, especially in some of our communities when you have adults that they don't know. And I mean, because I've been targeted before, I wouldn't say targeted, but asked,
Yeah.
hey, can you go in there? And I'm like, excuse me, I'm not, your age or
Right.
anything like that. I'm pushing 50 years old. All my children are grown, so, but they do it.
They're a
They
little
do it.
bolder nowadays than what
Yeah.
they used to do. Used
Very.
to be,
Yeah.
because we wouldn't dare ask an adult.
Exactly. Exactly.
I mean, I'm so surprised in the Hispanic population. A lot of times the parents go, "Oh, that's mine."
Right.
Well, how'd your kid get it from you? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And a lot of them share the bait for their kids.
Yes, and
What?
that yes,
Yeah.
there's people that do that as well, which is really sad. And that's one of the things too. Part of our having 12 sector members for having a 501c. Part of that is having the police involved. You want the health department, and we have all those different things. But one of the things that I'm glad you brought that up is parents, because I mean a lot of them when we ask questions and when we have our outreach, and I forgot to say that our outreach is done through, which makes us different than the other DFCs, which is drug-free community, other 501cs. What makes us different is we do it through culture and music. So that's one of the main things that set us apart.
Yeah.
Is that we do it through music. We have a band called Positive Vibes,
Yeah.
and a lot of our outdoor events and community events. That's how we get people to come in, because people like food.
The
and
music is
and
going to
music.
draw them every time.
You know
yeah.
what I mean? So,
Definitely.
that always works, and that's how we get the community together. And we have our pledge cards. But I'm glad you brought up parents for one of the main things, because one of the things that I wanted to say is that the parents, if you ask them, of course, they want a better community, a better drug-free and alcohol community. They say that,
Right.
but then we don't have as much participation from the parents.
Or
you know,
actions.
And that's what I mean.
It's crazy
So,
when you say that, because it's like when the kids come in the morning time, it's at least 5 kids
yes.
we have to spray down.
Yep.
And I'm like, your mom or dad can't wait till they drop you off before they start smoking in the car.
Yeah.
And so many kids
Yeah.
get out the car, it's like you can see the smoke coming off their clothes.
Yes.
Like you live around the corner.
Yep.
You can't wait till he's out the car
Right.
and start smoking.
And then now looking at the damage that they're doing.
Exactly.
Or even, the precedent they're setting
Exactly.
for their children.
Exactly. You know that old saying, "Do as I say, not as I." That
Not as
saying.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's you gotta
These
stop.
kids are different.
They're very
Real
different.
You have to, they're going to do what they see you do, and in most cases worse. Like,
And they are.
Yeah, because
plain
the thing
sight.
is, once if these children today, when they see their parents doing a little bit of bad,
That's right.
they like, well, you can't tell me anything now.
That's
I
right.
can. The world is open
Right.
for me to do anything that I want to do, bad,
Yeah.
good, or ugly, or indifferent.
Yeah.
And
You know?
we've seen that over the last few years, especially in the schools.
Yeah.
Like talking back to the teachers, fighting the teachers. You
Crazy.
remember seeing that stuff
Yeah.
like a few years back?
Yeah, absolutely.
We saw videos
I
of
worked in
teachers
school.
and all
Yeah,
that.
he works in the
I
school.
see it. I see it every
I
day.
couldn't.
So you see me either.
I see
I couldn't.
kids cuss their parents
That's
out
what I'm
in
saying.
front of us.
I can imagine.
I've had kids like tell the parents after you hung up the phone. I'm
Yep.
like,
What?
yeah.
Back in my time, I'm from Prince William County originally, so I was born in D.C. and my parents moved out there when I was about 5, and that's stuff you only seen in Caucasian people, the cussing out and all that type of stuff.
I'm
That's
seeing
the
it.
only
I'm
time
I'm
I've
seeing it
seen
with the black
stuff like.
kids.
Home
This
people.
is what I'm saying.
Because
There's a
we would
time-
get slapped on the
Right.
floor.
This is
Yeah.
what like I'm agreeing with you in this, and also pelling back to what she was saying as well. Like the kids are different. They absolutely are,
Real
because
different.
when I seen stuff like that, it was only the Caucasian kids that were
Yeah.
doing that. But
Yeah.
now you see
Yeah.
they're
And
doing
that
it.
that was mixed, because I
Yeah.
saw I saw both sides
Yeah.
growing up,
Yeah.
because I had Caucasian mentors when I was very young, and they did not play a game with me,
Right.
which I was very thankful of, so it goes both ways.
does.
But I do
does.
understand the far majority.
Yes.
Will
Yes.
tell Billy to go
Yes.
stand in the corner,
Yep.
and I'm like, yeah, at some point you need to whip Billy's
Yep.
beep beep
Yep.
beep 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 beep
Yep.
beep beep.
Yep.
So how do we get so lost? I
Huh.
remember
Well,
we had a mother slap her son. He slapped her back while the father was standing.
You
sitting right there.
lie. He slapped her back, and what did the father
Slapped her
do?
back. Then I had one little boy
What did the father do?
just sat there.
Oh no,
Because you know the main
Jesus.
thing I see,
Won't he
if
do
there's a
it?
mom and a dad that comes in the office for a meeting or something,
Uh-huh.
it's always mother saying, "No, you be quiet. I got this." And that's where it's losing. I had a father drop the son off just last year. Little boy slammed the father's door, said, "Fuck you." Father got out the car. They squared up. The boy threw a punch and missed. And the father, he had him in the kill zone, and he pulled it back. Said, "If I hit him, the mother gonna call the police, and I'm gonna be put out the house."
Wow.
Yeah, and we get so much of that. You know what I'm saying?
So what does the son get for squaring up and swinging on his father?
he just
Because I
walked
need to
off
understand
he
that.
just walked off like ain't nothing happened,
Oh.
and like nothing gonna
So
happen.
he faces no consequences, but the man in the house faces the
Let me tell you
consequences.
something.
but you did ask a question.
Yeah.
One of the questions you said before you started into dialogue, it was what was like what's happening with this. Well, I'll tell you what's happening. A lot of it is the world has been out of order since
Yeah, for a
since
long
the beginning
time.
of time, and
Go
because
on,
we don't
speak
do,
on that, sis.
it's just the truth. When you get, I mean, you got to think of it this way: God doesn't change. People have. So we've been out of line since the beginning. If people do the commandments and actually did exactly what it was told to do, it would cut a lot of things out. So the order is out of line.
And I believe with
You know
all
what I
this
mean?
crazy weather,
So
God is mad with the world.
of course,
Because we get, in the last few days, we had all 4 seasons
yeah,
in one day. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Maybe in a
That's-
week. I don't know about one
80
day.
degrees, 30,
That is
tornado, snowing.
that is a whole other podcast conversation I
Yeah,
can dig
definitely.
into. I mean, but I just wanted to just touch on it a little bit. It's just everything's out of order,
I
Yeah.
agree.
and women want to be men, and the
Yeah,
men are
men want
Wanna
to
be
be
the
women.
women.
They're like so feminized.
Wow.
Yeah.
When do you see a person, like you said, a child do that
on, man.
right in front of the man?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
get away with it.
And there's no.
So,
So say that again, because I need to make sure we put emphasis on what you said about the world currently being out of order because
It's been out of order because of Adam and Eve from the very beginning.
Yeah.
That's why it's been out of order. Not saying that it could never get back in order, but it's to tell somebody not to do something that they've been doing for a very long time. Habits, they're very hard to break. So, but that's what you have to do to get it in order. God tells you that. The
Now,
Bible
as far
tells
as
you
your
everything you're
organization-
supposed to do. So, because it's that way, that's what you see. Man destroyed based off of. There you
yeah,
go.
as far as your organization,
Yes.
have y'all lost anybody to overdoses, fentanyl, and stuff like that?
No, and not to my knowledge. I'm actually fairly new with them, but not to my knowledge. Coming across anyone that has overdosed. You mean personally within the group?
Yeah.
No.
So, like, with
Oh,
us,
you mean their clients?
we're all, in my school, everybody has Narcan.
Right.
And it's crazy to
You have to.
watch
Yeah.
a kid OD and
Yeah.
right back like, wow.
Yeah.
Like we're in this world, like people ask me, now when I first, three years ago, it was the gummies, my biggest problem. Kids passing out,
Yeah.
laid out off of gummies.
Yeah.
You know, and now that kind of slowed down, that's the vapes.
Well, everything is done by design.
Yeah, of course.
So our whole main organization and organizations like Teen and Youth Alliance Coalition is to prevent it as much as we can.
Yeah.
We have to. Somebody has to intercede.
Yeah, somebody has to.
Somebody had. You see chaos going, but you can't just keep sitting there and not doing anything. We have to be proactive, and so that's our main thing. And like I said, one of the main things that I want to put a message out is the parents to get more involved in the community. Of course, you don't want to see your children, just like what you said. Who wants to come home and see their child? God forbid.
Yeah.
You know
It's
what I
funny
mean?
when you say
You
that.
would think that would be something they wouldn't want, but
Yeah.
the actions that I see now,
Yeah.
I can't. It doesn't resonate for me how you can expect something different from what you present and act like
Right.
on a regular basis.
Right.
I think people are detached from reality, maybe due to social media,
All by
social
design.
norms that aren't and shouldn't be norms. We're in a crisis situation
All by
as a
design.
people
I
right
mean, but
now.
we
Yeah.
get more parents come out for a basketball game instead of back to school night.
Yep.
Or a
know.
PTA meeting.
There we go. This is what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. There,
It's sad.
there are organizations, just like you said. My mother was a PTA person, you know, wholeheartedly when we was growing up.
Yeah.
But it's just like what you said and what I'm saying. You know, there's organizations in place, but the parents' participation, and that's one of the messages I would like to get out is on your podcast, if you will, is I get it. We see what you do. You come out, and we appreciate it. And but we just need more members,
Yeah.
volunteer members, to come out here and help us as a
Yeah.
community. The things that you say you ask for, that you want to change in your community. You can't just say that and then sit back and then
But
like,
it's,
oh, you
it's
know,
sad that you gotta feed them,
yeah,
let
yep,
them party,
Yep.
just for them to come out. You know what I'm saying?
it always works.
Yeah,
Food
but
and music.
Yeah.
It's
why,
yeah.
why we always have to trick them or give them something to
Or
come out,
beg
you know what I'm saying?
parents.
Well, that's why we our organization is designed where it's culture and music, because we know that that's what's gonna get people's
bring 'em
attention.
out.
Unfortunately, that's a tactic that we use because we know it works. But now, once they're in there, this is why I'm saying, I'm talking to these parents out here to please sign up for these DFCs, you know, and don't just say you want change and then you're not volunteering.
You gotta
you're not
be a
helping.
part of the change.
Exactly. You have to become a sector member and help us out. It
Yeah.
doesn't cost anything to be a
Yeah.
sector member.
We need to get back to community thinking.
Yes, and we do
It
things
takes all
every
of us.
month. We have
So-
events like every month, several times a month for
In
the
the
community.
in the Glenard Landover
Yes.
corridor, yeah, you see more Hispanics now.
There's a lot, and we also have information and pamphlets that we get out that's also in Spanish for fentanyl
Good.
and things as well. Because yes, there is a high population of Hispanics there. Yeah.
See, I start out in the Largo Mitchell area,
Uh-huh.
and down in the Hyattsville area, the Hispanics are just different.
Yeah.
Like them kids.
In what way?
The kids don't care.
Hmm.
I'm looking at like everything is given to y'all, and they don't care. You know, and then we have so many kids that can't speak English. It's hard for a teacher like, so you had half the kids over here don't speak English.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have nobody to translate to them, and they just sitting there. You know,
Do you feel like they feel kind of hopeless in that situation?
they all gonna pass. Everything's done on the tablet.
Oh yikes.
There's no more pen to paper. In summer school, you're just getting a completion grade. So basically, you got kids say, when I get statements, I read so much Ebonics. I know that like W-E-T is with.
Huh?
Gosh.
Yeah,
With and not
Yeah.
wet?
yeah. H-I-T or H-E-T is hit. Like, it's
You have started translating Ebonics?
a lot
have
of
to
kids,
ask my daughters.
they can't write.
Because I don't understand it.
They can't write.
I don't understand those
Even like when if I
acronyms.
text my
don't.
daughter and she be like, I-T-E,
I don't know what that
I
means.
don't know what that is.
What's ITE?
What is it?
All right.
What that is?
Yeah. So I tell my daughter,
What?
give me the regular word. I don't know. I don't care about IET, but I see they dumbing it down for these kids. And this
What does that mean? What is the future for us?
I already
no
told
future.
you.
We-
It's AI.
Yeah.
It already.
Not only
Chat
AI, you
GPT.
talking about
Yeah.
foreign entities coming
Yes,
into
they're
America
already
and taking
here.
over because
They're already
if our
here.
children can not even communicate properly, cannot write structured sentences
On
or
purpose.
write basic words,
On purpose.
what are we headed? What are we headed towards?
I think when they did the spell check on them phones, that was the craziest, dumbest thing they could have
Help
ever
me
done.
out.
But it's
My
done by
God.
design. It's done by design. Trust me, it is. They took cursive out.
Oh my,
Remember
that is the craziest
Remember
thing.
they took cursive out of they don't even have to do it
I didn't
anymore.
remember it because it was still in when I was in, however, and when my children was in. However, I'm very much so aware because my grandchildren are in school and they're like, I don't know cursive. Well, you about to know it now. Look, come
Yeah.
write this like that.
I have one grandson, he's 7, and I'm gonna have to teach him because they took it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah,
I mean,
you have to.
It's all done by design. I mean, look at the AI, it's sick. So it's just getting worse.
We have computer. We are definitely computer literate at
Yep.
our age and at
Yep.
this stage in our lives. However, even with that, we still have to sign things.
Yes.
You
Not
still have
now.
to sign your lease. You know, any important life-like paperwork. You have to. There's a signature required. How are they going to do that?
They're not. That's the whole point. It's going to be probably an
Wow.
initial, or
I mean, we were taught.
you know, if they're not teaching them. If you think about it, if they took it out on purpose, but you know they did that by purpose.
Yeah,
And you know why
always.
they did it is because AI can't read that. Because everybody's cursive when you handwrite is different.
Different.
It's authentic.
That is a very good point
so
you make,
AI
dear.
cannot read that.
That
So they
is
took
a
it away
good
on purpose
point.
so to make everybody so that they can read it. What they're doing is studying us right now, these robots.
So it's funny
Wow.
when you say like
Yeah.
the algorithm and all that.
Yes. Done by design.
Makes sense.
Done by
I can
design.
watch.
Pay
I'm not a
attention.
member of Glen Island Baptist, but I've watched it a few times. You know, on Sunday morning, and then now I get emails from them. I'm like, I never signed up. Nothing. But it's funny how it works.
Data
today.
centers.
As soon as you
Data
watched it, you
centers.
signed up.
That's crazy.
Data centers. If you think about all the data centers that's making all the people's electric and all that stuff go up, data centers is nothing but AI, and
Yeah.
we're paying for it.
Oh, definitely. Man. You know,
Please
So
believe
everything
me.
is done by design. So there's not going to be any cursive in the future. You have to teach it.
I mean, let's say this. I come from a time where we went to the library, you pull that drawer out,
Key
you
catalog.
sort through,
Remember
you
that?
find it, you read the whole book.
That's right.
He
and
went
you
back
get
to a
report.
key catalog.
The key catalog. That's what that is. That book you open
That's
up.
a
and you pull that-
well-educated
And you go in there
library.
and you put the little thing down so you can
Yes.
find where
Yes.
the book. Yeah.
Yeah.
Key
Yes.
that's a key catalog.
You know, and
Yes.
and now it's Google copy and paste.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like kids
Yeah.
don't
Or
learn
Chat
nothing today,
On
GPT.
purpose.
You know, so we're teaching them to remember. We don't teach them to think.
Listen.
And it's sad that I watch kids come in, and you've done nothing all year, and then you go to summer school for 4 hours a day for 2 weeks, and you pass.
Well, they teach you to be a slave. That's what school systems are. And I hope you don't get canceled for anything like this. But I just have to speak some truth on that.
True.
So I would advise people in the future to homeschool. I actually I'm trying to get my 24-year-old who has she's my middle daughter. I have 3 daughters. And I advise her to homeschool them because the things that they should be teaching, they will never teach because they're designed to make you work for someone.
Yeah.
That's what school systems are, is to make you still be a slave. They design it to make you work for someone. Go get a degree. Go get your master's and you're going to be this. No, you're not. You're going to work for a corporation trying to pay off that debt.
It's funny
And
when
you're going to
say
be
that.
miserable.
I took my baby girl to take her ACT test, and I said, "You see all these little white boys here? Mm-hmm. You got to compete against them."
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Then all you 4.0 and 3.9 kids work for somebody with a 1.0.
Yep.
I mean, it's just how it is. And you get so many teachers, new teachers, are frustrated. And I tell them, look here, hey, get over it.
Yeah.
You just earn your pension.
Yeah.
Because you can't change. Like, we have a young man, he's in trouble with the law. So he's done nothing all year. So his teachers got emails that he needs to see the pass. And they're like,
A C?
yeah, but so stay out of jail.
Oh, okay.
But they're like, I'm not going to pass him. I'm not going to give him a C. And a lot of them say, look, whether you pass him or not, they're going to change his grades to pass him. How you fix this summer school? Make the parents pay.
Yeah.
It's free. Make them pay.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I said, if
I
summer
thought
school,
you did have to pay for summer
Back
school.
in the
It's
day,
free
you
now?
did.
Yeah, you had
Back
to
in
pay
the day,
for
you
it.
had to pay for it.
Back in
yeah.
the day,
yeah.
not now.
Yeah, Prince William County, they made you do it.
Oh,
'Cause
Prince
it's-
George's County did
yeah.
too. I didn't go.
And you
Trust me.
should. And you should have to pay. Because why you didn't do it right the first time? Your parents
Yeah.
should be
now.
punished or penalized.
So it's free now? Because
Free.
Prince George's County Summer School, you had to pay for it.
I know when
I
I
know
was
that.
going to
I
summer
remember
school
that.
my 11th
Yeah.
grade year, it was $50, and we stayed the whole day. They in there for 4 hours. That's it. Now, if you got one class, you're in there for 2 hours, and you go home. But,
That's crazy.
But once again, all they want to do is see the graduate. All they care about is attendance and graduation rates.
It's about numbers.
It's about
It's
numbers.
always
That's what
about
that sound
numbers.
like.
If you look at the Social Security, that's your first slave number is numbers.
Of course.
If you look at the whole world, it's all about numbers. If you understand the way the earth and the atmosphere and the way God the Father did things, he's very smart, intelligent, of course, created all things. But when you get into the science part of it, and I love science, always kind of a science person. But I can get real deep with it, but if you look at everything, even in the spirit world, numbers are always involved. Those
Always.
demons that are up there eating them children, they do things by numbers.
Yeah.
Demons do things by numbers. Pay attention, you'll see.
So it's funny when you say that, and
Yeah.
and I get so frustrated when I look at these kids. So
You okay?
we sell them the pollen law together. It's funny, a kid that does the best, like A plus, and a kid that does nothing. You still got. It's like a competition.
Yeah.
Maybe it's 10 of us in a competition. There was one winner. Everybody get a trophy now.
Yep.
And it don't mean nothing for the kid who did right because the dude that did nothing get the same trophy.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
You know what it
method
is?
either.
It's making them weak. Because
Yeah.
if you think about it, in real life, you're going to have emotions. Things are not going to always go your way.
Right.
You have natural emotions. What are they doing? They're taking away. So basically, you're going to have rage children, rage adults, screaming and hollering because they can't have their way. You know, so, and then it gives them a false sense of
Reality.
doing well when
Yeah.
you're not doing well.
Yeah.
Because you've been handed trophies, so you think you're doing good. No, you're not. You're in the bottom pit. But you've been rewarded the whole time. Everybody. So now you're going to get out in the real world and see.
And realize, like,
Yes. Then
I don't
now
get no
you
check
have an
this
out
week.
of control adult. Imagine that.
so what I learned now, we have so many, we only had guidance counselors when I was in school.
Did they get rid of them too?
Oh, we got them, but we
Okay.
got
That's
5
good.
other, like, therapeutic counselors. We had student advocates. They're another type of counselor. I see kids every day. They go to the counselor 5-6 times a day.
What?
They doing what 5-6 times a
Go
day?
to the counselor. Let me say this.
Wow.
A kid can get in trouble. Or you about to go to in-school suspension. I'm about to kill myself.
What?
Then he go sit in the counselor's office. Well, you don't want to do nothing? I'm depressed. I might want to kill myself. Then go see the counselor. You got this many problems at 12 years old that you need to go to a counselor every day.
Now imagine drugs and stuff that's added to that on top of what you're telling me. Now they got access to a medicine cabinet. Now they have access to alcohol. So imagine what it sounds like an unhinged kid, child that's developing.
And every kid has an IEP.
Or manipulative kid.
Yeah.
And that in itself is a
Belt
form
to-
of
belt.
witchcraft.
B to A.
See, I'm
Belt
a
to
Christian and I'm in my Bible a lot, but a lot of people don't understand that manipulation is a form of witchcraft. It's demonic behavior. That's what demons do. Try to, they manipulation.
Yeah.
You don't want to do the work, so I'm gonna kill myself. So I can go sit in the guidance counselor's office and learn nothing and sit there and twiddle my thumbs all
You
day.
moved on.
You're not learning anything.
So my daddy would tell me, you want
So
kids?
what does that look like in the future? It's just a question. You don't have to answer it. But stuff that you're seeing, what does that look like in the future for adults?
Well, I come from a different world. My daddy, if I said I'm going to kill myself, And they're like, nigga, if you don't die, I'm gonna kill you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But we,
That
but we
sounds like
come
what
from
my
a
daddy might
situation
say.
where kids have all the power.
But I want you to go further than
That's because
that.
they're giving
I
it.
want you, when you see a world of just what you're seeing, you're in the school system and you see all
See it
these
every
different
day.
things every day, right? And you have parents that this. I encourage parents to get more involved. I know that a lot of stuff is done by design. They done this on purpose. They want you to. I forget the man's name that actually came up with
Rockefeller.
the one with 40 hours, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Rockefeller.
exactly. On purpose to burn you out.
Yeah.
On purpose. I mean, but you have to. I just encourage you parents that you have to find some energy somewhere for these children.
Well, let's
Yeah.
say this.
You have to.
The powers.
I mean, as soon as you have them, that like you created that job for
Yep.
yourself. You don't want the job.
let's
yeah.
say this. They waited about 4 generations. Then they said, we'll attack this generation right here. You know, I was always told if you raise your kids, you can spoil your grandkids.
Yep.
If you spoil your kids, you got to raise your grandkids.
Right.
And I tell parents today, there's nothing wrong with beating your kids' ass. There's nothing wrong with that.
The Bible states that itself.
Yeah, you know,
Yep.
you're not gonna kill them. I ain't saying
That's
kill
right.
them, but sometimes you gotta tax that backside
Yeah.
and get that back. So, y'all services, how far do they reach? I know you go past Glen Arden or
Well, we're stationed in that area, so every 501c has to have a specific area that within their community.
Okay.
So we have other ones that are like, say they're in the Oxon Hill area.
Okay.
That's a DFC, and we do things with them too. Like Tiat
So
will
you
do
partner with other
Yeah, with
DFC
other-
organizations.
Absolutely,
Got it.
absolutely. We have Glen Arden Day every year. It used to, from what I understand, it used to be in August, but then they moved it to October,
Okay.
and that's a big. Of course, there's food.
it's a lot of people
It's
right there.
food and music.
Yes,
Everybody's
food,
there.
music, and it's a great turnout. It really, really is. But again, you parents,
But y'all get
Yeah.
Glen on,
yes,
Ardmore,
yes,
Palmer Park.
yes, we get it all.
You know,
We get it all.
Little
So
Dodge Park,
that's right,
Little Kinland.
everywhere.
Yeah,
and,
definitely.
And a
that's
little
our
positive
area.
vibes.
Yep, that's where we're at. And positive vibes will be right there to. Well, we usually have a table set up with all the literature
Okay.
about fentanyl, overdoses, narcon, marijuana.
You give away Narcon at the events?
You know what? That's something that we need to get into. We do give away other little things, but that's not one of them. That's a good question.
I got about
That's
5
something.
on my
good one.
desk.
That's something. You know what? And then we also, I know we partner up with the health department that's
Okay.
there. So that might be something that
That's what I was getting
we're
ready
gonna
to say.
from
You can
them.
get them from the health
Yeah,
department.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
we have a sector members from there as well. So, matter of fact, we have an event with them coming up. Don't quote me. I want to say it's on the 25th
We'll tell them at least
of
where they can
April.
find the information
So
for
you
the
can go.
event.
Okay, so if you want to know any information about us, you can go to www.teenandalliance.org.
Okay.
Okay.
Make sure you say that again.
www. Make sure that I'm saying it right. I believe it's forgive me, teenandyouthAlliance.org. I know that's what that is. I didn't have to look. So that's where you can find us, and yeah, definitely check us out.
We definitely thank you for coming out, hanging out with us on this special
Thank
Thursday
you.
edition.
You guys are awesome.
Women
Thank
History
you.
Month. We're out for kicks and giggles. Once again, let them know where they can find you at.
I'm Tremsse Palmore. I'm the project consultant for Teen and Youth Alliance Coalition. I almost got myself tied up. Known as TIAC.
I messed her up.
And you can find me on the website as well. I'm also on there. So if you go to the website and you check it out, if you email, definitely get it. I will definitely get it.
Thank you for being a phenomenal woman in
Thank
this
you so
Women's
much, and
Month
right
in this
back to you.
industry
Yes.
in which you are shining and other
you.
women are as well.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for
Yeah,
being the
yeah,
light in your
beautiful.
community.
Y'all heard
Thank
all
you.
this right
Thank
here,
you for being
man.
the light in yours. I
Thank
love
you.
it. I love
Thank
it.
you very
You guys
much.
have to have me come back on some
You gotta
other
come
stuff.
back.
Yes.
But y'all hear all this, how they bring each other up, hold
Yeah.
each other up. Why can't us men have a men's month? You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I'm protesting.
Lord.
I'm going to get us one. We're for Kicks and Giggles, Thursday night, 5S Lounge. We'll be right back.